everyone, welcome back to LilyTube. Please take a moment to give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. Today we're diving into an intriguing topic, second marriages that don't make it. Why do some people rush into them? And what can make them last? Let's explore that after a quick word about our sponsor.
This video is sponsored by Canyon Foot and Ankle. From simple nail care to advanced trauma and reconstructive care, their podiatrists have the training and skills needed to resolve even the most complex cases. Treat your feet to the exceptional care they deserve.
In the movie Queen Bees, there's a moment near the end that really resonated with me. An older couple is getting married and their minister refers to their union as an encore marriage.
We're blessed today to celebrate an encore wedding. Encore means again. And despite the loss of loved ones and all the pain that life has thrown at them, these two stand before us having found love again.
As a musician, this got me thinking. If audience members give a performance a standing ovation, they're asking for more. In the case of an encore marriage, either you love the marriage you had and want more, maybe for happily married widows and such, or for those who are divorced, you pretty much have to believe you're gonna do it better the second time around. After all, your encore is with another person, right? So when it comes to encore marriages, the question we're asking ourselves today is, why do some people jump into second marriages so quickly?
Well, Cathy, I think there are several reasons why people do it. First up, I think many people are hurting and afraid to be alone after a divorce. They might rush into a new relationship just as a rebound, hoping to kind of fill that emotional void. As relationship expert Susan Winter puts it, rebound relationships can be a band-aid for the gaping wound left by the loss of a previous partnership. They might provide temporary relief, but the real healing comes with time and self-reflection. Now, from a spiritual perspective, the healing process can be likened to the healing balm of Gilead, a biblical symbol of comfort and restoration. It's a reminder that with faith and time, wounds can be healed and a sense of wholeness or shalom can be restored. In this context, Jesus Christ is seen as the ultimate physician dispensing that healing balm. And instead of just temporary relief, we get deep, lasting healing for the wounds of our hearts and souls. Jesus said, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." This invitation is a powerful reminder from him that we can find solace and healing for our broken hearts.
Another reason why people might jump into a second marriage is the issue of being sick, of being single. Some people just want to fill the void they feel, believing that another marriage is the answer. For example, after my first marriage ended, I felt a deep sense of loneliness, and instead of taking time to heal and understand what I truly wanted, I jumped into a new relationship within months. That marriage seemed like the only solution for my grief at first, but it quickly became clear that I was not ready. I'd rushed into a marriage to avoid being alone rather than because it was the right decision, and thoughtfully considered who would be the best match for me. This is a common trap that can lead to more heartache in the long run. It's important to remember that, according to the Gottmans, 69% of marriage problems are unsolvable, which means without addressing underlying issues that a couple might have, are going to lead to the same problems reoccurring. Additional research has shown that being in a marriage with no connection can be incredibly lonely anyway. In fact, a study published in the American Journal of Sociology found that 28% of people in unhappy marriages reported feeling lonely, compared to just 5% of those who were happily married.
As Luther Van Dam said in the show Coach, it doesn't take a nuclear psychiatrist to come up with that one. Anyway, let's not forget the biological clock too. It's not just a thing for women. Men also feel the pressure to get married quickly if they're wanting to have a family or if they want to have more children, if it's a second marriage. However, it's really important to consider the impact a baby can have on your marriage. Studies show that if you're already happy in your marriage, having a baby tends to increase that level of happiness. But if you go into having that child unhappy, chances are that your marital satisfaction is going to decline even further. A study published in the Journal of Family Psychology found that couples who reported high levels of marital satisfaction before the birth of their first child were more likely to maintain or increase that satisfaction afterwards, while those who were less satisfied experienced a decline. This highlights the importance of ensuring that your relationship is solid before you add this joy and the stress of a new baby. And as John Gottman, a psychologist and author, wisely said, a baby is not a Band-Aid for a troubled marriage. It is essential to be emotionally prepared to provide a secure home for the new arrival. I've known people personally who wanted to have a baby thinking it would improve their relationship with their spouse, who have since gotten divorced. Sad situation. But I know it happens, and having a baby is not, just like getting married is not a solution to all your problems. Having a baby is certainly not a solution to all your problems.
That's true. We could go on, but we're gonna end this video with the last point that we thought was important, and that is codependence. That can also be a factor in quick second marriages. Anyone with an anxious attachment style might seek a new partner quickly to feel secure again. However, it's crucial to recognize the dangers of entering a marriage out of codependency. Author and relationship expert Mandy Hale once said, "A healthy relationship is one where two independent people just make a deal that they will help make the other person the best version of themselves." This highlights the importance of maintaining individuality and not relying solely on a partner for emotional fulfillment. A renowned researcher on vulnerability and connection, Brené Brown, eloquently states, "We cultivate love when we allow our most vulnerable and powerful selves to be deeply seen and known, and when we honor the spiritual connection that grows from that offering with trust, respect, kindness, and affection. Love is not something we give or get. It's something that we nurture and grow. A connection that can only be cultivated between two people when it exists within each one of them." This wonderful quote by Brené Brown underscores the importance of working on our own emotional health and independence before seeking fulfillment in another person. If you are in need of that, we can help. Go to loveandlateryears.com and schedule a free coaching consult with me or with Jeff. We offer private and group coaching options that are available for you.
It takes about 20 minutes to start. On the topic of connection, it's interesting to note what Laura M. Brotherson, a marriage and family therapist and sex therapist, says about intimacy in marriage. She points out that the biblical word for sexual intimacy is to know, which implies a deep, comprehensive understanding of one's partner. As Laura says, to know someone is to be deeply connected with them, not just physically, but also emotionally and spiritually as well. This perspective highlights the importance of true intimacy in a lasting marriage. Laura explains the difference between knowing someone deeply and being codependent. Deep knowing is about mutual vulnerability and connection, while codependence is about relying on your partner to meet all your emotional needs. True intimacy is built on independence, not codependence.
I think it would be interesting to note that Laura M. Brotherson wrote the foreword for our Amazon bestseller, Intentional Courtship. She loved it.
Yeah, did a great job on the foreword too. If you're watching, order a copy of Intentional Courtship on Amazon. Through that book, walk you through the whole process, including recovering from relationship loss, getting emotionally healthy as part of re-entering the dating world. And it's not all doom and gloom. According to marriage researcher John Gottman, there are key ingredients to make a second marriage last. He says respect, positive communication, and having a sense of humor all go a long way to making your second marriage last a lifetime. It's about building that strong foundation based on mutual respect, open communication, and even a sense of humor. Why the sense of humor? I've heard Dr. Gottman say that, on those 69% of the issues that you never really resolve, that just kind of keep going around, If you can handle those with a little humor that doesn't disrespect your partner, that tends to make things go a lot better. So,
you know, we've offered you a lot of really great quotes from authors and people, therapists and people that we really respect and admire, and things that we've studied and appreciated in our own lives and our own progression, and also in our coaching practice. And just like here on this video in intentional courtship, we have 190 references. And so if you like what you've heard here today, you'll love intentional courtship. So make sure you get your copy on Amazon and start going through that process of healing, so you can have a second or whatever marriage you're on last a lifetime and beyond. If you're considering a second marriage, or maybe you're already in one, remember the important key ingredients that we talked about here, and take your time, communicate openly, and don't forget to laugh together. You know, that sense of humor that we talked about is important. You know, laugh even at times that in humorous ways we can get triggered because we've experienced hard, because of experiences we've had in the past in former relationships that can bring things up, right? And if it's coming up, it's ready to be healed and to be released. And when we have a partner who's patient and compassionate, we can let go of the past one layer at a time as a team.
So folks, that's a wrap for today's video. We hope this discussion has helped you navigate the complex world of second marriages, either now or in the future. Until next time, remember, most of all, any time is a great time for more love in your life.
Thanks for joining us for another week on LilyTube. If you enjoy what you see, support us by liking, commenting, and sharing your favorite videos with others who could benefit.
As single life and relationship coaches, our mission is to help single adults intentionally heal from loss to create a happy life and healthy relationships. Keep coming back and we'll keep you encouraged. Each week, we provide new and refreshing perspectives on the challenges and opportunities of mid-single life.
If you'd like to immerse yourself deeper into your own personal development and relationship journey, visit our website at loveinlateryears.com for even more resources. Don't take on divorce recovery and other relationship loss and single life alone. We are here for you.